Hi guys, it's Wendy here from Wendy Wise Beauty. Thanks for stopping by. Today I will be reviewing two new fragrances which just launched this month. One of them is from Swiss Arabian and the other one is from Lattafa. So this is going to be a fun video because one of them, it is a flanker to a fragrance. The original I was not so very fond of. I was very happy when I saw that this flanker was released because I think I was in the minority that I did not like the original fragrance. It's not that I did not like it. The original, I found it to be very generic and nothing very special. With that said, for those of you who are stumbling across my channel for the first time, my name is Wendy. I do hope you will find my videos to be beneficial or just fun and you would consider subscribing. I would love to have you as a subscriber on my channel. I do need a lot more friends on YouTube. To my returning subscribers, thank you so very much. We are almost at 2.5 and I do appreciate the support, especially all the comments that I am receiving. I do spend a lot of time reading the comments because your impressions and opinions of the perfumes that I am reviewing, it's very important to me. So I am going to start with Teriaq Intense from Lattafa. I do have the original. This is the way it is packaged. It does not come in this Lattafa elaborate packaging. I removed this outside casing because I had a really hard time getting this off. I took my time so you can see how it is packaged. I mean, this type of packaging from Lattafa you have seen before. It is a bit of a textured plastic, same packaging as the original, but this one is black, so the fingerprints, they do remain on here. I never keep this packaging anyway unless it is very, you can say, distinctive and special, so I will most likely be throwing this away. And this is the bottle. This is what it looks like. It is the same type of packaging as the original. It is just that it is black with the snake on top. I do think that the bottle is very pretty. I have had this for about a week and a half. I have played with it. There has not been any maceration time. I mean, when I got the original, it was very closed. It was very thin. This one did need a few months of maceration. When I sprayed Teriaq Intense, in terms of the perfume being ready to wear, this one, it is in a lot better shape. I forgot to show you guys with the black bottle, the atomizer, it is very pretty. Unlike the original, when I first sprayed Teriaq Intense, I liked it. When I first sprayed the original, I was like, oh my god, you know? This one, when I sprayed it, it was perfume and I was like, yes, you did not waste your money this time. Teriaq Intense, it is described as a deep, sensual, oriental fragrance. Yeah, this is what the classification for an oriental fragrance is, and I do think that it does match this description. The top note, it is spicy, but at the same time, it has a freshness to it. It is, when I spray it, this is really an oriental perfume. When I say oriental, I do not mean like Middle Eastern oriental. It is deep, it is sensual, it is a bit opulent. The opening, it is spicy, but at the same time, it is inviting, it is tolerable. The top notes are saffron and bergamot. The opening of Teriaq Intense, it is spicy. However, as the fragrance unfolds, it becomes more fragrant and the floral notes, they intensify. The heart note, it is plum liqueur and also cinnamon, but I do get a slight hint of other florals. With progression, a slight boozy accord does appear. It is not a very strong boozy note, but it is there intertwined with the floral accords. This plum accord, it is not overtly fruity. I do get a mix of florals, hints of fruitiness, and this slight boozy note. The cinnamon note, it is there. It is definitely present. However, it does not overpower the fragrance. It adds a bit of spiciness. It makes this, it gives this oriental touch. It adds a bit of opulence. It is not at all Middle Eastern leaning. It makes this fragrance, I think, a bit more interesting. It also adds a bit of a warming accord to Teriaq Intense, making this perfect for the winter months, late fall, winter. This one is definitely a fragrance which stands out a bit. It is not boring, generic, like I found the original. When I spray this, I feel like I am wearing one of these oriental fragrances, maybe from the house of Givenchy. When Teriaq Intense transforms, and it enters into the base and it settles, what is very nice, it does not morph into nothing or extremely toned down. The fragrance does keep this deep sensual feel. It is very beautiful in the base. It is just as nice as it is in the heart note. The base has tonka bean, it has amber, and also benzoin. The amber note, it is a bit more pronounced than the tonka bean. However, the tonka, it is a bit more of a smoky tonka bean. It is very nice. I do love it that Teriaq Intense, it is power, you can say, from beginning to end. Reason why I think during the holiday season, this fragrance, it will not let you down. It has power. It does have good sillage, and it will be a very nice party fragrance. Due to the tonka bean, it does have a slight smoky accord. It is deep, it has structure, it is sexy. Honestly, this is what I was expecting, something like this, not the same type of fragrance, because the original Teriaq, this is geared more, I would say, towards daytime with caramel, a lot of soft notes, but the original, it is not as serious as Teriaq Intense, and it does not have the structure that the Intense version has. Honestly, guys, I think Teriaq Intense could have had a new name. I mean, there are some similarities to the fragrance, but had they given this a new name, I don't think anyone would have said, oh, is this a continuation of Teriaq? Comparing the two fragrances, Teriaq Intense, it is deeper, more sensual, it is sexy, it is a bit dark, So this is a fragrance more in my direction. And it is not just that I think this is maybe a bit geared more towards evening wear. It is just that this one, it is a lot more, you can say, original. When I smell this, I do not say, oh, I already have something like this from Lattafa. I will be reaching for this during the holiday season, you know, for work parties, going out, meeting friends, going to the Kriskringelmarkt. This is a good one. And you know, when you go to the Kriskringelmarkt, you are outside, but you still want a little bit of something, you know, a scent, which will just not muff into nothing. This one is perfect. Finally, I can join the Teriaq, you can say, crowd or lovers. I think in terms of my impressions of the original, I was in the minority. So now I can party with you guys. The next relatively new fragrance, it is this one from Swiss Arabian. It is called Shaghaf Vanilla Toffee. The reviews on this one, you can say they were 50-50. So I was debating for quite a while if I should pick this up. This is the normal bottle, as all the other Shaghaf perfumes. It is just that it is a mustard yellow color. The opening of vanilla toffee, guys, this is a bit much. I am not someone who shies away from strong openings, oriental openings, oud. I like them all. But I find the opening of vanilla toffee, it is not only that it is strong, it is the toffee note in the opening. The opening, it is toffee and it is coffee. I do have a bit of an issue with the opening because the toffee, sometimes it smells like a very strong butter note. What I do get, it is butter and coffee. I have learned with this fragrance, when I spray it, I do not sniff my wrist or anything before, I would say, about 30 seconds, or this butter note, it really nauseates me and it spoils it for me. After vanilla toffee settles a bit and this butter accord, you know, this very buttery smell is gone, then the opening is okay. To my nose, yeah, due to this butter coffee opening, it is not a very inviting opening. I have to let this settle. I do start enjoying vanilla toffee when it settles into the heart note. This one, it does have some very inviting notes, you know. Like I said, the top, it is toffee and coffee. The heart note, it is dates, vanilla, walnut, cardamom, milk, and the base, it is brown sugar, Madagascar, vanilla, woody notes, benzoin, tonka bean, vanilla, caviar, and musk. Reading the notes, you know, I really wanted this fragrance. The middle, it is very beautiful and enjoyable. In the middle, I do get nice vanilla undertone, some spices. Actually, the coffee note in the middle, interlaced with the spices, the vanilla, it is beautiful also with a lot of the sweet accords. I have to be very honest here. I do not sense a very strong lactonic note in vanilla toffee. The lactonic milky note, for me, to my nose, it is much stronger in the normal Shaghaf fragrance that I do have, the one which is supposed to be inspired by Oud Bouquet from Lancôme, which I do have. I do not sense a lot of milkiness It is more the sweetness from the plum and spices. It is gorgeous. I love the middle of this fragrance. It transforms nicely. It moves into the base. I am still enjoying it. I am saying, okay, this is one of these maybe more complex fragrances. I do have a lot of those where you have a rough opening, you know, like Gila Patchouli Paris. The opening, it is rough, and a lot of niche perfumes are that way. You have this rough opening, and when the transformation begins, the heart note, it is beautiful, and the base, it is this fabulous payout. This one started out that way. However, prior to vanilla toffee really settling, I get a note in the base that I cannot place it. I don't know what it is, but it bothers me. It is not there throughout the life of the fragrance, but it lasts for about 10 minutes. And this, I don't know which note it is. I was thinking maybe it is the cardamom with this vanilla caviar. I don't know what it is. I cannot pin it down, but it appears a little bit maybe like a green note, but it really isn't. And it really, you know, it sticks at me. And when I get whiffs of the fragrance on my person, in, you can say, the middle of the base for about 10 minutes, I am terribly annoyed. It does go away, but it sort of spoils the base for me, where I was expecting this beautiful payout. There is a little devil in there. I did have a bit of this issue with historic Doria, and this was gone after months of maceration. If this does happen, then I will like this perfume. There is definitely a lot of vanilla in the base. I was expecting a bit more woody notes. It is not at all very woody. You can barely sense it. It is vanilla with some musk, benzoin, and this crazy ghost note, which I cannot place. It must be a combination of notes. I will have to come back on this one. I will allow it to sit a bit. Normally the Swiss Arabian fragrances, yeah, they are a bit more pricey, and the less expensive ones, they do need maceration, but normally the ones in the price range of about 70 euros, they do not. So I don't know if this will change. At this point, I love the heart of the fragrance, and I love it maybe an hour after, but I cannot say at this point this is a love. So I am on the fence about vanilla toffee, and this is one where I will be giving you my final impressions maybe in about a month or two. Also, this fragrance, I think it is one to try. It is not a very easy going, yummy gourmand fragrance. It is a bit complex. It will have its fans, but I think this is not for everyone. It is a perfume where if you can get a sample and wear it for a couple of days to see if you are really wanting this. Without the ghost note, had I gotten a normal dry down, I would have had a completely different opinion about this perfume, because the opening, it's okay, it's a bit rough, but this beautiful heart and a normal base, I would have loved this fragrance. But at this point, you know, this strange business in the base, it is too much for me. I have so many fragrances that I am not going, to fight so much with just one perfume. Please let me know if you have this one and what you think about it, and if it changed with maceration. I have not had this for very long. Anyway, have a lovely weekend and hope to see you guys again soon on my channel. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Tschüss!